What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we have a new vlog, and we are in the S2000 at the moment, and I want to show you guys, actually I have to take my seatbelt off before I show you this, but I wanted to show you guys something really cool that'll be going on the car very soon, that I got just the other day when I was at Caffeine and Octane. I actually am going to be working with Jzilla Track Days this year, and I got this legit banner. Now it's like, I know it's like a really like huge banner, and we're gonna have to trim it a little bit to get it to fit without, you know, completely blinding me while I'm driving. But other than that though, that's one of the big things I wanted to tell you about. And first off, I wanted to talk about, if you can guess by the title and the thumbnail of the video, big wings. We're gonna do obviously a few other things to the car before we do a big wing. We need suspension, we need wheels first, but well, you know, wheels and tires, that's kind of like a together package anyway. And as far as, you know, suspension goes, I'm looking at options right now. We'll have to see what we end up going with as far as suspension, but big wings are big wings are awesome, and I'm still a big fan of the whole big wing thing. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna go chassis mount this time or not, because I really liked the chassis mount wing. I liked it a lot, but I'm not sure if that's what I'll be going with this time, because I know there's a lot of really cool trunk mount wings, like the swan necks that you can get for the S2000, and they're all just really good looking options, and I just have to figure out what will end up working best for me in terms of what's the best option for the car. Because it needs to be something that's got, actual, like, you know, functioning aero properties, but it also needs to work on the, it needs to look good, it needs to complement the look of the car, while at the same time working on the track. It needs to work, and that's one of the biggest things, is that if it doesn't work, then I'm not gonna put it on. The Street Faction wings, actually, they work really well. They're very functional. Just one of my friends actually pointed out one time that they look like medieval scaffolding, but I mean, sometimes you make the trade-off of medieval scaffolding when you're in search of downforce. Now, another one of the things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building a custom splitter, because I've looked at some of the splitters and they're nice, they're okay, but I feel like by doing a custom splitter, I could really get the design that I want. And I think if I do the custom splitter along with some custom end plates to make sure the air isn't just, you know, slamming into the tire, or just kind of going around the edge of the car, whereas we could actually direct it back up to push the car down even more, would be a big help. By no means am I any kind of engineer or aerodynamics expert. I just know that the largest amount of air that you can basically direct in such a way that it pushes the car down onto the surface is beneficial for you from an aerodynamic point of view. And if you can work that in with front and rear integrated with your alignment, so say for example, if you have a lot of front camber, you're gonna get a decent amount of grip. But if you add the downforce at the front, but you don't add it at the rear, and you have a ton of front camber, you may imbalance your car to the point where the front's really grippy, but the rear isn't, and the rear ends up skipping around all the time. Whereas if you balance it out and you add the downforce in the rear, put it this way, if you wanted to, you could add a wing in the back, but have a lot of camber on the front, a lot of negative camber on the front, so you have better turn in at the front, but the rear will stay planted because of that wing. So the balance of alignment and aerodynamics is a really interesting game that you have to play sometimes. So we're back at the apartment now, and I'm gonna try and put this Jzilla Track Days banner on the car. It's a really nice banner now that it's all, like, you know, you can see it all kind of like just sitting on the couch right now, but I'm gonna take it downstairs and out into the parking lot, and I'm gonna try to put it on the car. I gotta mark where I gotta cut it, because it's obviously, you know, I mean, here's my hand for comparison. It's way too big to go on the car as it is. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make like a little mark in the edge right here to see where I want to cut it. All right, guys. So I know we were talking about aero, we were talking about wings, we were talking about a few different things before, and we kind of got a little bit sidetracked. I decided not to put that banner on today because it was way too windy, and the Jzilla Track Days banner, I decided not to put it on today because it was way too windy out, and it kept blowing it around, and it was just not the right day to do something like that. And I also realized that attempting to put a windshield banner, a full-size windshield banner on by yourself was kind of a bad idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have my friend Matt, you guys know him as Mustang Matt, I'm going to have him help me out with it because he's actually really experienced with vinyl stuff. So like putting vinyls on cars, and he's actually getting into the wrapping business. He's actually got he recently started a sticker business, which is really, really cool, and he's actually going to be the one doing the Tomcat stickers that I'm going to be starting to roll out within the next, we'll see. I'm not going to give you guys the timeline just yet, but you guys will be, you guys will have Tomcat stickers available to you pretty soon. So they're going to be run on this car. They're going to be run on this car when it's on the track, and it's going to be really, really fun. They're going to be right alongside the Jzilla Track Days stickers, the Zen Motors stickers. So again, we got a little bit sidetracked on our, whoa, hello tow truck crossing the road in front of me. We got a little bit sidetracked on our discussion about aero and wings and splitters and all that sort of stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the splitter done, I'm gonna have the wing done, and we'll see where we want to go with both of those. I'm thinking that the best approach with them is gonna be kind of however we, the best approach with them is just going to be to see what works over time. Because we're going to see what works over time and see what I like, see what you guys like, see what works. Got a big line of traffic behind me for some reason. I'm not sure why. VTEC, well, no VTEC there. That was like 4,000 RPM. There was no VTEC in that. VTEC doesn't start until a bit later on in the rev range, like 6. But yeah, let me know in the comments section below what you guys would like to see in relation to aero, and specifically, you know, the whole big wing. Because I know a lot of you guys are big fans of big wings, and I know that some of you guys are not big fans of big wings at all. Some of you guys are like, hell no, get that away. But regardless, all of that stuff is on the way and coming very soon. And also in regards to boost, because I know I've had a lot of questions about boost and what we're gonna do with the S2000 boost wise. I'm debating on what I'm gonna do. I'm debating on whether I'm gonna do like a turbo or a supercharger, or maybe something crazy NA, like a 2.7 liter stroker or something like that. But if I do the 2.7 stroker, good God, he needs to have like a thing on the back of that, like a marker, letting people know how long that actually is, because that's like, I don't know how I feel about that. Now, another thing that I do plan on doing with this car is, I really like the color, but I plan on wrapping it at some point, just so we can have a really cool, really nicely standing out wrap, that like, nicely standing out, nice grammar, bro. But a wrap that stands out, a wrap that really catches people's eyes, and also looks good on the track. So I think what I may do is, I was thinking about doing some sort of like color shifting wrap, but what I think I may do is actually do a race car, kind of like a race car style, race livery style wrap that that gives the car a real race car vibe and feel when it's, you know, just either when it's on the track or when it's driving around on the street. So it's really got that race car look to it. So that very well may be coming soon, but the wrap will be, I think, later on. We're gonna handle some performance mods first, but because the transmissions in these cars can hold, you know, 400 plus wheel horsepower reliably, they're way more solid than the transmission in, say, like an 86. So very excited for what we're going to be doing with the performance. And I know that, like, I haven't decided on what kind of way I'm going to add power, because honestly I'm not too focused on it right now, like on like adding big amounts of power, because the power in this car feels very, very good. It's a very, very healthy power band. You know, of course it's a high revving motor. It doesn't kick in until 6,000 RPM, but you've got that power all the way to 8,500, so it doesn't really matter. Whereas, you know, the thing is, a lot of other engines have more of a mid-range power band, but to be honest, high-range power bands are more fun. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button, tell me in the comments below what you thought of it, and subscribe to the channel, of course, for more daily videos like this one. And again, I hope you guys did enjoy. We'll see you guys next time. Make sure you check back on the progress of the S2000 very soon, because a lot of these mods are on the way, and I will see you guys again soon. Peace out, guys.